Bridget, we need you like tomorrow, stat. She's there. She attends all our meetings. She gives rights to our youth. She even opened her home to us. And my earliest memory of Bridget was when she was giving us a ride to a picket. It was me and Jacob when he was a lot smaller, and some other youth in the car. Little did I know at the time that she would become a recurring presence in my life. Simply put, Bridget is a powerhouse. Not simply because of her focus, drive, and work ethic, but also because of her ability to just balance it all. She is an all-inspiring, knowledgeable, and powerful woman. So I have here Jacob Burge, and he is going to give a speech that Bridget wanted to tell you guys, but she couldn't be here. So Jacob is going to do it in her honor. Please give a warm welcome to Jacob.
All right. Well, she says, "Thank you, Youth Organizing Institute. This is truly an honor. The deepest honor is to be in a community with you and the student leaders working for social justice in the world we all deserve." Aaron and I were asked to talk briefly about how Ella Josephine Baker has informed our practice and what influence she's had on our lives. We were also asked to talk about what we do as adult allies to young changemakers. I remember when I was in high school, I was alone and laying on my living room floor listening to music. The Sweet Honey and the rock track called Ella's Song made me weep. I read the CD liner notes and looked up Ella Baker. She's been a role model ever since, to the point that we named our daughter after her. A Little White Family's homage to this incredible African-American woman who was behind-the-scenes giant in the movement towards justice for over 50 years. I work with the Youth Organizing Institute because YOI has the goal of radical and social change and a just, humane world. YOI works with students to nurture their development as leaders, to carve out their rightful spaces at the forefront of the struggle for social change. They create space to study social conditions, political strategy, to embolden young people to speak their truths, to build alliances and relationships across lines created to divide us, race, class, sex and gender, nationality, and others. It is a space that allows for the most important work we can do. Jacob just had his first personal YOI experience this weekend at the winter training. I'm so proud of him. It's so I'm so proud of him and grateful that the YOI is here to help Pete and I educate our young white son in the critical work of democracy, liberation, and a loving society. Ella Baker's goal was a more... I've been practicing this word. Hold on.
Egalitarian. You got this, Jake.
Egalitarian. was a more egalitarian, democratic, humane world. An urgent goal in the 1920s and 30s during Baker's political awakening and still urgent now. Some of her core values and ideas that I try to emulate in my work are the idea that laws, structures, and institutions have to change in order to correct injustice and end oppression. That it is critical that those most hurt are involved in the process of naming the oppression and crafting solutions. That it is important to work against all forms of oppression and see how power operates within them so we can understand how they are related and connected. Here are some ways that I work to be an ally to young organizers and activists. I give a lot of time and a lot of our money. I try to listen more than talk. Remind young people of their power to think critically, analyze events, and place their individual stories within a larger socio-political, economic, and historic context. I don't preachify or assume that young folks don't have an agenda when I'm invited to their organizing space or events. I share advice and insights when I'm asked. I say yes every time that I can. I support the direction youth decide on, even if I disagree. I'm willing to be the jerk that interrupts adultism, even when asked by young people, and when young people ask me to, and sometimes even when they don't. I comfort and affirm young folks even when they do it. I help with meeting space, food, rides, and logistics so they can do their work. And I'm committed for the long haul. I show up, and ironically, she could not show up today. I thank you and I thank you, inspiring young leader and visionaries in the Youth Organizing Institute. You are my movement family. Onward.